beginning of Jesus Christ, but in astronomy that day is also the 2-year anniversary of the launching of NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's finest observatory of all time. Released on Christmas Day 2021, James Webb has been our cosmic workhorse, revealing the universe in an entirely new light with unprecedented resolution and wavelength coverage. Since its birthday, James Webb has left astronomers feeling festive, recently allowing them to picture a colorful cluster of galaxies they have dubbed the Christmas Tree Galaxy Cluster. In this cluster, the James Webb Space Telescope found flickering Christmas lights in the form of 14 new transient celestial objects that brighten dramatically before dimming. Officially known as MAXJ 416, located approximately 4.3 billion light-years from Earth, this winter wonderland was noticed by teaming up the James Webb Space Telescope with the Hubble Space Telescope. The sheer number of transients observed in a single pass, thanks to the duo, implies there are many more yet to be discovered within the Christmas Tree Galaxy Cluster. It's almost like a Christmas gift for astronomers that'll keep on giving. The light from the Christmas Tree Galaxy Cluster began its journey through the cosmos when the solar system, now 4.6 billion years old, was newly formed and just around 300 million years old. This would mostly make it too faint for even the Webb telescope to see in detail. But a little trick first noted by Albert Einstein in his 1915 theory of general relativity made looking at this cosmic Christmas a little easier. Einstein said objects of great mass could warp the very fabric of space and time, giving rise to a curvature we experience as gravity. When an object passes between Earth and a light source, the light takes varied paths, causing it to appear amplified from our vantage point. This phenomenon, known as gravitational lensing, has been tapped into with great success by James Webb to see some of the universe's earliest glimmers. Its view of the Christmas Tree Galaxy Cluster is its latest example. The transients were observed by Yin and the team as they were examining 4 sets of images captured by James Webb over around 4 months as part of the James Webb Space Telescope's PAIRS G176 program. The team has identified objects in the images as supernova explosions, thrilled by this result as they now use these supernovas to study the galaxies where they're occurring. Furthermore, the astronomers also discovered something else splendid inside the Christmas Tree Galaxy Cluster, a monster star in a galaxy seen as it was when the universe was just 3 billion years old. They have named the star Mathra after the giant moth kaiju from Japanese cinema. The galaxy where Mathra lurks was lensed to around 40,000 times its original brightness. The object lensing this galaxy is currently unknown, but Yin and the team estimated it has a mass of between 10,000 and 1 million times that of the Sun. As Jose Diego, the study's lead author and a scientist at the Institute of Astrophysics of the Canaries, said, "This is a totally new view of the universe that's been opened by James Webb's photo." In space, only a few weeks ago, a picture of Cassiopeia A, the remains of a star that exploded 340 years ago, was also unveiled by First Lady Jill Biden as part of a new White House Advent calendar. These images and others follow a long tradition of astronomers and stargazers connecting the season of light with cosmic phenomena occurring light years from Earth. But there is true scientific wonder involved in some of these festive observations. Unlike the Christmas Tree Galaxy Cluster, Cassiopeia A is much closer to home. Scientists have long studied this violent explosion and others like it to figure out their role in cosmic evolution. They help galaxies grow. Danny Milovich, an astrophysicist at Purdue University who studies Cassiopeia A, wrote in an email, "Supernova remnants also create the elements needed to sustain life, like the oxygen we breathe, the iron in our blood, and the calcium in our bones." At 110,000 light-years from Earth, Cassiopeia A has been studied by a range of space telescopes in visible, X-ray, and infrared wavelengths. However, Webb's new infrared image provides a clearer view. In April, NASA released an image of the supernova remnant using the telescope's mid-infrared instrument. The latest image uses Webb's near-infrared camera, capturing gas, dust, and molecules radiating at higher temperatures. The red and orange structures enveloped in smoky material against a backdrop of glittering stars resemble an ornament hanging from a tree branch. As Dr. Milovich said, 2 years ago, Webb launched perfectly on Christmas morning. At the time, I thought it was the best Christmas present ever, but the telescope is the gift that keeps on giving. What's intriguing is James Webb isn't the only observatory sending us Christmas presents. A distant star-forming nebula that looks like a turkey fleeing a cosmic Christmas dinner has just been captured in a new image by the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope in Chile. The festive picture features the star-hatching clouds of gas and dust that form the nebula IC 2944. Located around 6,500 light-years from Earth, IC 2944 has a distinctly fowl-like appearance, leading astronomers to nickname it the Running Chicken Nebula. In the stunning new 1.5 billion pixel VLT image, the wispy tendrils of gas and dust glow in pink, red, and orange, punctuated by bright blue stars resembling lights on a Christmas tree. The Running Chicken Nebula is about 71 light-years wide and lies toward the constellation of Centaurus. It contains several star-forming regions, all of which are highlighted in the new image. Covering a patch of the sky as wide as 25 full moons, the brightest region, appearing as the back of this cosmic bird, is known as IC 2948. This area is rich with vibrant gas and dust plumage and punctuated with bright blue light from hot, young stars. These stars spread through the rest of the nebula as well, carving this cosmic chicken by emitting substantial amounts of ultraviolet radiation that disperses gas and dust, curtailing further star formation. However, some regions of the running chicken, called Bok globules, resist this high-energy radiation and appear as dark, dense pockets of gas and dust scattered around the nebula. Further up the celestial bird is a bright, vertical, pillar-like structure known as IC 2944, which resembles a bird wing in the process of flapping. At the top of IC 2944 is the twinkling star Lambda Centauri, closer to Earth than the Running Chicken Nebula at just 470 light-years away. The star is so bright that it can be seen from Earth with the naked eye. In the upper right of the image, two nebulae regions of extremely hot, ionized gas known as GUM-39 and GUM-40 make up the head of the running chicken. Another emission nebula, GUM-41, can be seen to the lower right of the image, forming the foot of the cosmic bird. Completing the new image is a sprinkling of white and blue stars that resemble falling flakes of snow, each one as unique and intricate as a real snowflake. Elsewhere in space, to celebrate the festive season, the Hubble telescope has also gifted us a remarkable starry snow globe. The subject of the image is the billion-star-containing UGC 891, an irregular dwarf galaxy located in the constellation Pisces, some 7 million light-years from Earth. To create the luminous, chromatic effect we see, scientists assembled data captured by the Hubble Space Telescope's Wide Field Camera 3, a versatile survey camera, between 2006 and 2021. They processed the data through 12 filters that sampled both broad and narrow wavelengths, covering mid-ultraviolet to visible red light. The red patches are thought to be interstellar hydrogen molecules, while the glints inside are older stars. In the very background are other distant galaxies, so far away they almost appear as single stars. Clearly, we assume that seeing shapes in space telescope images, Christmas-related or otherwise, is akin to seeing shapes in clouds. It's all open to creative interpretation. But there's no denying that the images are stunning, no matter what they resemble. In short, even the cosmos is wishing you a happy holiday. Now, on the brink of the new year, let's take a quick look at the most stunning, jaw-dropping James Webb moments from 2023. one of the most distant black holes ever, was unveiled last month. While combining Chandra X-ray data with James Webb's deep infrared views of the galaxy cluster Abell 2744, scientists revealed a tiny, distant early galaxy with only around 10 to 100 million solar masses worth of material in it. However, it was extraordinarily X-ray luminous, indicating an active black hole of around 9 million solar masses. Not only is this the most remote black hole ever found, but it's also our first example of such an extreme mass ratio, where the central black hole is roughly as big as all the stars in the host galaxy combined. Two new insights of the Crab Nebula. Within the year 1054, a supernova went off in the Milky Way galaxy so brilliant and enduring it was visible from Earth for an extended period. Now, almost 1,000 years later, we can look in that same area of the sky and find the Crab Nebula, a supernova remnant more than 10 light-years across, with a young, energetic spinning neutron star at its core, the Crab Pulsar. While Hubble's visible light views highlight various aspects and knots of gas that reflect light, James Webb's infrared views reveal the presence of dust, expanded electrons, and even features carved out by the central pulsar's winds and magnetism. The question of the mass deficit, or where all the stuff that made up the original star went, remains puzzling, but the latest infrared data on the Crab Nebula may shed light on what happens to the material expelled in supernovae. The very first isolated water vapor disk around a planet, the planet PDS 70c, was discovered orbiting around a star some 370 light-years from Earth. We knew it was forming within a protoplanetary disk, actively accreting gas from its surroundings and converting it into mass, but we had never directly observed a water-rich disk of gas in the vicinity of an exoplanet until this year. Alongside numerous other observations, James Webb has significantly helped us understand how gas giant planets in their formative stages are capable of producing their own water and creating, in some instances, the ingredients for habitable worlds. The most distant galaxy ever, James Webb may be the greatest infrared observatory ever, but it's still limited in how far back it can see in space and time. By leveraging the data James Webb has collected on the oldest light in the universe and modeling how that light evolves, distorts, and interacts with the intervening matter between us and that distant light, a team of scientists confirmed the presence of an extremely faint, old galaxy nearly 13.5 billion light-years away. This places the galaxy's formation just about 320 million years after the Big Bang, making it the earliest known structure in the universe. Though only some of James Webb's amazing feats of 2023 are mentioned, the findings are revolutionary, pushing humanity's understanding of the universe further into the depths of space and time. What other marvels await in 2024?